Hey guys, Dr. Matt here from Robin Wellness Center, and today I want to answer one of the most frequently asked questions we get, and it's why do we do what we do? And that is in terms of care plans. We have a fairly comprehensive care plan that we take people through, and it goes through phases: mobilization, stabilization, dynamic core, and postural strengthening. But the first thing that we do is the mobilization aspect of it. And they say, first of all, why do we start there? We start there for the mere fact that it follows along the core principle that you cannot strengthen before you lengthen. If you strengthen before you lengthen, you magnify inequalities, and a lot of times you magnify the problem. Okay? It doesn't mean that strengthening is bad, but a lot of times we have the misconception that I have a pain in my shoulder, I have a pain in my back, I have a pain in my neck, wherever it is. What strengthening exercise do I need to do to get it better? And that's just not always the case. A lot of times we need to figure out how to restore function, mobility, stability into that area before we can strengthen it, because the strengthening will give the longevity, give the joint longevity, but we have to follow the proper channels to do the proper things first so that it can get that longevity. And we also get a lot of questions, well, I do a lot of yoga and I do a lot of stretching, I don't need to get adjusted. And yoga and stretching are absolutely fantastic. The chiropractic adjustment just does something completely different, and it will actually make your yoga and your stretching more effective and be able to do exactly what it needs to do. With the chiropractic adjustment, we find those subluxator areas, which means those joints that are fixated, that are creating tension on the musculature, pressure with the nervous system, and causing the body in that area to not work the way that it's supposed to do. Get that joint moving freely the way that it should, increasing the proprioceptive input back up into the brain and the afferent input back into the body and out into the rest of the world, and making this spine work the way that it should. Okay, it's a completely different thing. Yoga and stretching takes you through different poses and ranges of motion, but we work with the spine itself. It will make your yoga and your stretching even better, but they do two completely different and awesome things, and they work fantastic in unity, okay? And after we gain the mobility back, then we can stabilize, then we can strengthen, but you have to lengthen before you strengthen. And if you don't do the chiropractic adjustment with that, you are missing a huge aspect of it. It's kind of like saying, I eat a lot of broccoli and I don't eat sugar, so I don't need to brush my teeth. Unfortunately, yes, you do. You just might not have to do it as often. So until next time, thank you for being here, Dr. Matt at Robin Wellness Center, and I will talk to you all very soon.